Hello and welcome, I am Raziel, and today it's something different. It's Dystopian Wars news. I like Dystopian Wars, I like the Dystopian Age lore. I'm a particular fan of Wild West Exodus. Now, Dystopian Wars, for those who are unaware, is a naval ship set in a divergent past. So, some of the history is the same, some people exist, and we have different histories. Now, this is actually one of the fun games, and they have some. Warcradle has really produced some great looking models for this, and this is November's releases, and we have 2 new battle fleets and a what's it called? I always forget what they're called. A squadron of ships. So these are all boats, and I'll tell you what, they look fantastic. First up is the Couronne battle fleet. This is for the Alliance. These are the French ships. And yeah, they look fantastic. First one is the Couronne class Grand Carrier. This is all resin. It looks really nice. I like this. It's got a nice big gun on top. I do like the brickwork, which they do a lot, or wooden work sort of thing they do on these ships. It gives it that nice steampunk edge. And of course you can see the Eiffel Tower inspiration there as well. Gustav Eiffel, of course, is a major player in the dystopian age. You can actually get his model in the showdown at Retribution Box. And it's a lovely model. It is. So there you go. So I must admit, it's really nice. I do like it. I like the look of it. It looks really nice. It's got that very Baroque sort of look for France. And Napoleon is big in this time as well. And you have the Chasseur class Levant strike cruiser, Ferreux class Grand Corvette, and the Voleur class support group carrier as well in it. And again, these are all nice and curvy, though it does look a very much, they've got a little bit more help than usual with the Enlightened. And Napoleon's a big fan of them. He does like them, so they get a bit more run of free reign in France than they do in most countries. So yeah, and you get a fair whack in this box as well. You get the big Grand Carrier, and these are actually quite large models. I tell you what, they are pretty big, and they're always fun. I tell you what, I've had so much good. I cannot speak highly enough of the Warcradle resin. I've had such great modelling experience with this. It fits so nicely together. It really does, and this is such a nice experience. But even when you finish building it, it looks like a single piece, and I'm not a very good modeler at all. So yeah, they tend to look like one big piece when finished. It looks so good. And their plastic is just the same. It's nice looking plastic. It feels good. And paints really well. So those have been other ones. You also have the cruisers, which is Charlemagne, Chevalier, Loire, and Picardy. So yeah, you got some nice looking ships. But the bonus, of course, is that they do like you to have a little bit of options with their boats. And the Couronne class variant can either be the Grand Carrier, or even better, La Dame Liberté, with the Lady of Liberty on top. Yes, that is such a nice sculpt. I do like that. Looks so good. Though I do question about whether or not New York has a Statue of Liberty in the lore, because there's so many differences. Some of the differences do go to the Civil War and the War of Independence. So I do like this. This looks fantastic. I like that model. This would be a great centerpiece model for anyone for their Alliance fleet. I would definitely get 2 of these and have at least one with La Dame Liberté sort of ship. It would be an absolute must for me if I was to do Alliance. She would be the centerpiece of my fleet. It looks fantastic. Looks so good. And you have some submarines, the Epillard and Cyrene, and a Essuyer class frigate. And in total, you get the 1 Couronne Grand Carrier, of course, which can be La Dame Liberté, 2 Chasseurs, 2 Chevalier, 2 Epillard artillery submarines, also Cyrene class, 4 frigates, and your SOS tokens. So you get a fair whack of models. That's 10, 11 models in there, and it is, because you can pre-order it now, £55. So it's not too bad. It's nicely priced. I quite like it. It's a nice one, and you again that La Dame is what I would definitely use. It's such a nice looking model. It's such a lovely sculpt, and I gotta say, their sculpts are fantastic. I love them. I love painting World Cradle models. How half the time, because I don't really get to use them, because not many people play Wild West Exodus, I do buy them just to paint, because they are so lovely to paint. The other one is an Imperium one. I was so tempted to title this New Imperium Ships, but that seemed a bit clickbaity, even for me, and a little bit, misleading. So you had the Falkenstein class battle fleet. It's a battle fleet, isn't it? Yeah, it's a battle fleet. And again, you've got some nice ships. Again, they look good. There is a carrier there. That looks great. Let's start. You've got the Falkenstein class carrier. It's fantastic. It's got nice big guns. This seems more like a heavy artillery compared to the more carrier based of the Liberté. Les Dames Liberté. I love that model. It's so good. So tempted to get it. If I didn't have so much left to do, I've got to get that finished. It's such a lovely model. You also have a Volsung class, the Sigma class, and Toten class carriers. A destroyer. The Volsung is a carrier cruiser. The Sigma is a destroyer, and the Toten is a battle carrier. And you have the Blucher, Augustus, and Schamburg. Again, these are all the Blucher and the Augustus are cruisers, and the Schamburg is a carrier. So many nice little ships. Looks fantastic. The Omnis class frigate, and it looks nice too. These all look really good. I do like them. And you don't get as much in this one. You get the Falkenstein battle carrier, which has no options, unfortunately. It is a shame. I do like options in any model at all. Volsung class cruiser, 2 class destroyers, which is Sigma, which may be built as Toten class, of course. The 1 Blucher, which may be built as a Augustus or Schamburg, and 2 Omnis frigates. No SRS tokens this time, however. But I gotta say, out of these two, I love that. I do. I really like that Les Dames Liberté. It's such a lovely model. So tempted just to get it, just for that. So good. So good. And finally, you have the Egyptian Frontline Squadrons. This is another fantastic unit. This is for the Sultanate. The Sultanate, this is just a basically add-on to your battle fleet, and they had the nice battle fleet last month, which was the Abydos. Again, this was a nice one because I really liked the big hovercraft in that one. I did. It was such a lovely hovercraft. And yeah, this is an add-on to that. Yeah, the Abydos battle fleet, which is one of the more expensive ones at £85, but you get a big chunk of resin with that. So yeah, nice little selection here for your battle fleets and which ones you're going to go with. You get the Manjet class skimmer, or the Sabah class skimmer, the Sobek class skimmer, the Kapesh class skimmer, Mesiketet class skimmer, Hashashin skimmer. You get 6 in there. The Manjet can be made as a Sabah, Sobek, or Mesiket. 2 Hashashin, these can be also made as Kapesh, and 2 Scarab SOS tokens. So yeah, fantastic releases from War Cradle this month for Dystopian Wars. I really do like them. I do like the Alliance ones. That La Dame Liberté looks fantastic. I swear, if I wasn't so infused with the Union right now, that would be my Alliance. Would be just a fantastic centerpiece. And not only that, you can use La Dame Liberté if you wish as a bit of scenery as well, should you do the Couronne class Grand Carrier. Yep, absolutely fantastic. I love it. Great. And that's about it for today. This is just a fantastic set for November, and can't really complain. Actually, I didn't do the price for that battle fleet. It's £28 for the Egyptian Frontline Squadron. Again, it's not too badly priced. So yeah, fantastic. The Alliance really stole this month. I think it's one of the best models I've seen in a long time. And I'm all for people collecting models and collecting an army based on an army. Fantastic. So there you go. What do you think of this month's Raw Cradle releases? I do like them. I think they look nice. If you want to get them, of course, you can get them from Raw Island Games down below. But I've got to say, you do not get the discount because they make them. But if you want to get a discount on your Warhammer or other games, they're there as well. It's up to 20% off. And free delivery after £20. Then there is, of course, Forbidden Planet. If all your geeky stuff, comics, plushes, toys, etc. My comics, my merchandise down below as well. And finally, Patreon. But as always, treat yourself to something nice first, rather than just giving me money. We both benefit that way. You get something and you support the channel at the same time. Have a great day, and I'll see you all again soon. Goodbye.